Hello. I love this. I got it in my Ipsy bag. Is that what you wanted me to show you? It's awesome.
The legend goes, when it sensed that death was approaching, the boa set out in search of the sturdiest tree in the forest. It chose a large hollow baobab.
I'm running late to go sing
The old snake had no
live.
offspring to watch over it. It would die alone.
So I don't really feel prepared, but
because there are none
you
here,
know,
it crawled into a hole. This was
we'll
where
wing it. We'll see what happens.
days. The boa was drawn to the big baobabs, which let light inside them. That's what made it seek refuge.
What do you guys like to watch when you get ready? I think I put too much.
Once it was safe, the boa
That's what I get for being in a hurry.
had been carrying and placed it at the edge of the hole.
So I'm super excited. I get to wear this shirt for the first time.
2 or 3 animals were enough prey for it.
I bought it like 3 years ago in Chattanooga. I don't know. I'm sorry. At a mall in Cincinnati. So I was working on Mrs. Universe. She was doing a little speech out there. Miss Juanita, she's one of my favorites. The first Black Mrs. Universe. She's also Mrs. World. She holds a ton of titles. Love her. She's been a client for a long time. She'd even come in and fly in from Singapore when she lived there. So yeah, her flight to come see me in Carmel, Indiana was 27 hours. Her flight on Singapore Airlines cost more than like her whole 3-4 days of appointments with me. And she would come twice a day sometimes. What is open? I don't know what that means. Temperatures here can soar up to 35 degrees Celsius, while rainfall is extremely rare. You know what? I don't really like this one. This is the one I keep using. I got it in my Ipsy bag tart. And nothing can beat my favorite proffering up their branches towards the heavens. The trees could almost be praying to the clouds. Powder. My favorite powder is Makeup Forever, so I'm gonna go get that. A host of mammals depend on them, sharing them as a refuge with hundreds of plant species, most of which exist nowhere else on Earth. With their lives often hanging by a thread, these species have become interdependent, more out of necessity than solidarity. A network of mutual dependence enables these living beings to face their environmental challenges. Baobabs play a crucial role in these complex interrelationships, and they're especially important in the lives of the Saklova people. The majestic trees are the silent guardians of their history, their faith, and their most valuable resource, water. This one, Makeup Forever. This is definitely the best one. You know, I'll always try the Ipsy ones for sure, you know, but...
It's very hot and dry
Gotta
here.
smell good too. Today we're gonna smell like very bright crystal. A Dyson Airwrap.
Cactus to the Z-views.
What's that?
It's hard to find water. Eating this, a Z-view can go 5 days without drinking.
You think I should put stuff in it? I was gonna put stuff in it. We're using It's a 10 today.
Our life here is hard because there's no water.
I was gonna blow out my hair, but my last client, she came in and we did some skin tightening on her stomach, and then she was having some like clenching in her jaw. Then we did some energy healing, and yeah, it was just supposed to be a little skin tightening and flux on her stomach, but then, you know, we ended up clearing out some stuff from like past lives. It was crazy. She had some like past lives from like Imperial China when they used to do the feet binding, and she was like raised to be like a consort for the emperor. And did you guys know that?
Our ancestors came up with the idea of hollowing out.
So there's like the consorts, they were the fancy ones. Sometimes they were killed when the emperor died and thrown into the tomb. But the concubines, those were the poor ones. Guess how old I am? And I'll tell you if you're right. Those were the poor ones. And the maids and the concubines were actually buried alive with the Chinese emperors. Like, how freaking savage is that?
It keeps living. There are 200 to 300 hollowed out baobabs.
An awesome haircut. My hair's already curly though. Why do I need to curl it? I have a beach waver. Is that what you said? Oh no, I have a beach waver. But I feel like I have to like straighten it first, and then I can use the beach waver afterwards. I hope this looks good in the back. I feel like I'm always really good at getting the front to look good, but then the back is like, ooh, what did you do? Sleep on that? And I'm like, I really did try.
Do you want some water too? With water from the baobab, our family can survive through the dry season, which lasts over 5 months.
Just need another brush. Yeah, so she was like in a past life, like a consort with bound feet who was executed because consorts were like savage, right? Towards each other. Because they wanted to be like the winning one, the king's main whore. But they didn't have options, you know what I mean? They were pretty much like slaves. But the slaves fought with each other to be like the #1 slave. And in her past life, she was like the prettiest one because her mom had raised her to be like so perfect. And then all the other consorts were so jealous of her. So they plotted against her, and then they got her executed with a sword. So I think we've narrowed it down to 2 different dynasties, either the Sing dynasty. This is supposed to have a built-in bra, but it's not really big enough.
It's one of the thickest trees in the world.
O Tsita Kakansa, here is rum, tobacco, and money. Bless us so that nothing happens to us here in Andombiri.
The more than 800-year-old tree is only 15 meters tall. Its massive trunk has a staggering circumference of almost 30 meters. It's topped by a crown of upward turned branches and towers like a king over its surroundings. Whether acacias, Madagascar palms, or spurge plants, all seem to bow before it.
So I think I'm gonna sing like 4 songs today.
The baobab is, in many
It was kind of last minute, and it's been a long time, but you know,
ecosystem that's formed around it.
performing is
It
fun.
attracts many species
So
who are drawn to its
fun.
leaves,
So
sweetness of its flowers,
we'll see how it goes.
and the abundance of its fruit. The tree's huge
I think
trunk
there's gonna be like one more time in
flower
January,
provides
so definitely have
hiding places for small
more time to
mammals and
practice
birds
before
seeking
that.
shelter.
And then another time
Cancer may reign over this
at a
forest,
different location in
does it
February.
rule alone? Its trunk is
Cherry
guarded by a subtle
bomb.
yet indispensable
I
army
got this off of
of
Ipsy and I
ants.
really like it.
These tiny ground
We're gonna
workers
use
live
the
in
So
harmony with the tree,
Sweets.
enriching the soil around it
Because
and
people
contributing
always
to the
say I'm
smooth
so
functioning of the forest
sweet.
ecosystem. The etymologists workers. They are the beating heart of this forest, true bringers of life.
I was a botanist. I was with other botanists. It was like this infinite rain of ants everywhere.
Hello,
I was
hello,
like,
hello.
"Who studies these ants?" And they said, "Nobody." I said, "What? Nobody's studying this."
So yeah, tonight I think I'm gonna
Stopped studying
sing
plants and began
the
to
Kiss
really
Me song
explore
by
the world of the plants.
Sixpence None the Richer. And I'm gonna be singing, oh my gosh, I love this eyeshadow so much.
You
I
couldn't
also
have a
just got this in my last
forest
Ipsy
without the
bag.
ants.
I left my backpack downstairs though.
What
The
is a
rest of my
forest?
makeup's in it.
Forests are these things that we recognize as important, but often when you walk into a forest, you get
And
so
I'm going to be
attracted to all the
singing.
green trees everywhere.
It's hard to tell if the
That's
blush
the
is
green
right.
cycle. That's the growth. But to have a functioning ecosystem, you have to have also the brown
Because we have
cycle.
light coming from this
And
way too.
insects,
So
especially ants, they rule that brown cycle. Ants are really the soil engineers in forests in Madagascar.
ooh, we have
The
this
soil in
green
the
one. What do you
rainforest
think?
is
Is
very
it too much?
impoverished. And that's why these
I don't
ant
know. I think it's
colonies
too
are
much for
critical.
today.
They turn over soil so
We're
they're
just gonna be
using
basic.
and mixing them through a huge layer of soil. It's a constant action of soil going out, nutrients going out, and that keeps being mixed up.
And then
That
we're gonna
mixing up
sing
creates
I Will Always
milk,
Love You
soil.
by Whitney Houston.
We could say
And
that
then we're
without
gonna
the
be
ants,
singing
these plants here would not get the water they need.
Jewel, You Are Meant for Me.
Of course, they have water during the rainy season, but the question is how to survive the dry season. So not only do they turn over soil, but they're
And
also making the soil kind of porous. They're creating all these tunnels so that when it does rain, it
it's one by
actually
like
allows that
Van
water to
something.
sink into the
I don't know, it's a
soil.
duet by
Without
Patty
that, we will
something.
not have this
And I
rich
forget who the other one
biodiversity that
is.
we have here. We're just now learning more and more about this incredible relationship each of these ant species have with the other species around them.
So luckily I'm not
Plants,
singing the full
also
time because I'm not prepared for that. Oh, I love it. It's not often that I still buy eyeshadows that I get off of Ipsy because they're just always sending me some.
So this is a recent snakeskin that
I always feel like I have something good for them. There's only one eyeshadow that I've rebought off of Ipsy. I think we'll use that one today. And I even bought it. I love it so much. I bought it in like a couple different colors. I got it in gold and champagne. And then I don't remember the other color. The other color is the one that I'm going to use today though.
I'm tempted to want to help them.
And it's kind of the same color as what's on my eyes right now. What's going on here? Why is my dog barking? Lou, calm down. He's barking over giant ants. I know.
All their eggs are there. So if you have 1,000 workers,
giant ants. Have you seen that people are like cooking those like gourmet? Weird. Would you ever eat a giant ant?
Keep that predator away. Well, These ants have done that. There's another snake, an even bigger snake, that they're nice to and are friendly with, and goes into the nest. Why? The snake wants to go in there because it's cool, it's deep, it's dark, it's humid.
Is it? Is it?
And it protects that
Aha, I found it.
from the predator snake that will
Well, this is
go
the
in
old
and
one.
eat all the larvae. And that
But
was
it's called
what we
Femme
call the
Bliss.
Now, the locals also have realized that
There's
there
still
is
some
this
good in there.
relationship between
So it's
the
like a
snake
creamy,
and the ants.
glittery. I know it's like the same color, but it just gives a different, like, brighter effect.
And that's what's kind of really hard for, I think, humans to really appreciate is the codependence and co-relationships
Can you tell the difference?
that happen in a real ecosystem. And we start breaking those
It's
processes,
like creamy.
breaking those interactions through disturbance, if we're cutting trees or we're making roads.
Ooh, shiny,
We're
shiny,
not to the
shiny.
point where we realize
Like a fish scale.
the more we disturb, the more fragile and these systems start falling apart. When you lose a forest, you lose more than just the trees, right? As we lose the trees, we're also losing all those insects, even the ants. Madagascar's special that each forest, each protected area has its own unique species. If we lose that forest, we've lost those species.
The baobab is essential for the species that
So
depend upon it.
cute. Femme
It's
Bliss.
not only
Love
providing
this
a
one.
refuge
I've been getting
for
Ipsy
living
for like,
beings. In this
I don't,
harsh
probably like
landscape,
15
the tree
years.
itself must
10,
fight for
15 years.
survival.
This is the only
It
time I've
has
ever
developed
rebought
some
an
unique
eyeshadow.
strategies to withstand
Femme
drought.
Bliss. And I think it's called like
The first secret of
LCC.
its resilience is its trunk.
LC Beauty.
This trunk has
You
little
can
in
find
common
it on my
with the
Amazon
trunks
shop.
of other trees.
Just so shiny.
Its fibrous structure
We
acts
love
like a giant
it.
sponge. Up to 80% of the trunk can be water that's stored for later.
Okay.
The thick bark acts
What
as
else
an
do we have here?
insulating layer, limiting moisture loss from sunlight. One tree can hold up to 120,000
Let's test out this
liters of
mascara.
water.
Oh, is it two different sides? No, it's just one
This
side.
ensures that
Honest
the
Beauty. I
baobab can
think.
sustain
Oh, there is a
itself
primer. There is a
during long
primer.
drought periods,
I thought, I was like, this
which
feels
can
heavy to
last
just have
for
one side.
years or even decades.
I think this is by Jessica
The
Alba.
baobab can even do without one of its basic components, its leaves. Through this deliberate sacrifice, the tree minimizes water loss through transpiration, a vital adaptation for extended dry periods. The ancient baobab
It's
has
cool. This
developed
primer, it
other
feels like it's on, but it doesn't really like look
adaptation
white.
strategies as well.
I know a lot of other
The tree's
primers that I've had
roots
like
are
actually look
strategically
white.
spread out, no more than
And I haven't,
2
ooh,
meters deep,
I did too
in
much.
order to capture every
I
possible
spoke too
drop of
soon.
rainwater the heavens
I haven't really
give.
used this one very much.
Compared to
It
the
was another
baobab's
Ipsy
drought
bag. I just love
adaptations,
Ipsy.
other species, such as
Because
the
I feel like,
silver-body chameleon,
I
have
mean,
pursued
I'm just
even
a
more
girl.
radical survival strategies.
I love to play
To
makeup
avoid
and
being
dress up.
exposed,
lifetime among higher vertebrates. This species spends most of the time in his egg and only few months as a chameleon. It lives only for 4 or 5 months before it dies. And this is one strategy to survive the harsh, dry conditions in the dry forest. Each species which occurs here has its own strategies to survive. If it would not have this strategy, it would not be here anymore and would have gone extinct. The species are not
Are we
only
back?
linked
We're
to the
back.
trees with their physiology, but
Oh yeah,
also
we did the
by their
primer.
coloration.
ADD today.
This is everywhere in the
I
nature.
think this one kind of did go on more white. I should like coat it in the white.
All the species
It's very
are linked
wet
to
and
their
sticky.
environment. Without the environment that gives the basic
Ooh, that's too
substrate
much.
of their life, they cannot
Too
live.
much. It's the word. It's the phrase of the day.
Now,
Too much. Too much.
species here use camouflage.
I don't know if I want to use this.
Resemble
Other
the
side.
environment where they live on, so that
We're gonna do what Honest Beauty
predators have
thinks
big
is right.
problems to see them.
Just use this one. Primer gets on my contacts a little bit, then I feel a little blind.
And also shape.
It's like I have
And also
cataracts
the
or something.
behavior. For example, chameleons, if they are sitting
I smoke too much
among
weed to get
branches and there
cataracts.
is a little bit of wind, they move forward and backwards to imitate the wind.
I
the
don't
movement of the
really
branches
like
in the
it.
wind.
I can see why I haven't really
Makes
used this
it
before.
very
Now I just
difficult
feel
for
blinded.
predators to see the chameleons.
I have the primer on my contacts. Like literally blind. Would not recommend.
Chameleons have a limited ability for color change. If you look into the forest, we have brown colors and green colors. So both are part of the habitat. So of course you have to decide. The
Come on.
chameleon has to decide. Is it better to imitate the green or imitate the brown or imitate a mixture of green and brown? Interdependence among species is everywhere in such a forest. So every species is connected with many other species. They all form a complete ecosystem.
The baobab, by contrast, doesn't rely on
Okay.
camouflage to
Honest
survive
Beauty.
in Madagascar's dry
Ow.
tropical forest.
It honestly
Thanks to the
sucks, so now I'm
colour of its
blind.
leaves, it stands out against the
Don't do it.
background in
Whatever this
skin
is, it's evil.
tone.
Don't do it.
The pigment is the foundation for
Now I can't see and I still don't think my lashes even look good.
process by which sunlight is converted into
Ugh.
sugar, essential life-giving energy.
This is gonna add like another 30 minutes
Process not only
to doing my
nourishes
makeup.
the tree,
Ah!
it's the starting point of every food chain on Earth. The leaves of the baobab are fundamental to a whole network of interdependencies. The leaves are food, shelter, and the birthplace for insects who use them for their egg laying.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thanks to the magic
I
of
didn't buy it. I got it in my
photosynthesis
Ipsy
at the
bag.
heart of the tree's roots, the leaves
I'll
of the
never use it
baobab
again.
activate an amazing biological pump that can draw hundreds of liters of
The
water
eyes were
out
looking
of the
so
ground
cute
daily,
too.
even when the forest
I'm not
is in
okay.
the dry season.
I was assaulted by this mascara.
Up the trunk to the highest branches,
And I'm blind
supplying
now.
the entire tree with moisture and giving it the strength to unfold its blossoms once a year for a few scant hours.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Decked out in its finest
We were like
attire,
ahead
it
of
presents
time.
itself resolutely to the sky. As all of the forest dwellers watch on, the baobab sets off the dance of the flying pollinators. Biologist
I can't wear glasses to go sing. I'm gonna have to change my whole outfit. This outfit doesn't even go with glasses.
In this great symphony of life, every detail
Okay,
is
we're just gonna pray. Everybody pray for my eyes.
a musician. Every
They're gonna be better in a
interaction,
minute,
harmony.
okay?
In the complex
We're gonna focus on the
composition of
lips and the
tropical
contour for
dry
now.
forest, they all have a specific role to play.
Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Get the other makeup.
I'm currently on the lookout for
Don't ever
flowers
buy
that
that.
will open this evening.
Honest Beauty
These
honestly
flowers open their
sucks.
flowers
It
at
literally
dusk.
made me
We
cry.
need to find out in the morning whether they are mature buds. And
It
hope
coated
to
my
see one
contacts.
in the evening. That way
You
we
saw
can
it happen right here
watch
live.
our
I was
pollinators
like,
at
you
work.
know, I was expecting the best. It had a primer.
No, these
The
won't
primer
open
sucked.
today.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I got a little emotional.
La fleur de baobab, elle est très particulière parce que the baobab flowers are very special because they only open for 3 hours. They emit
think we need a more
strong
blush now.
floral scent.
and produce a lot of nectar to attract pollinators precisely in that window of time.
Pollinisateurs à ce moment précis. Non, pour le bon.
Baobabs have just 3 hours to ensure their survival. This is the mascara I should have used. I've said such good things about this all the time. It really is the best. Okay, I feel like I can start to see again. The sun is setting. We're waiting for the flowers to open. 1, 2. Should we do non-stop cherry or stay current? I'm gonna count down from 5 and then I'm gonna choose my own. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Thanks for your help, guys. I appreciate it. Summer opening, right here. This is a deeper, darker red, which I like that. Like, after all that, doesn't even look like I have mascara on. Wait. Ugh. Like, I wouldn't even give that to an enemy. Not all insects that come to the flowers are actually pollinators. Only insects that also transfer pollen can be considered as such. Others, the ones that collect nectar at the base of the flowers without touching the pollen, are nectar robbers. Nectar robbers. I feel like I've met some of those in my life. The pollen can only be nectar robbers. By insects with a long proboscis that can reach deep into the flower tubes to collect nectar while simultaneously reaching the pollen. So far, moths have mostly appeared as pollinators. You know, there's like some people you have like agreements with, and you know that you're like, you know. No, this one. They're using you, you're using them, you know what I mean? Like in business, you may not like, really like each other, but you know, you cool. So that's like a nectar gatherer. Okay, I think. Okay, cool. We didn't even need any like eye drops. So that's cool. That's good news. On the ground, we can work well and handle the trap. Additionally, we can determine the length of the proboscis and establish a correlation between flowers and pollinators. I'm going to use a color I've never used on here before. More and more areas with baobabs are being deforested. It's endangering many species. I'm so blind. You see baobabs standing alone in the middle of rice or grain fields, even though they should be surrounded by a whole ecosystem with its inhabitants. Baobabs depend on all these insects to survive. If we cut everything down, all interactions come to a halt. And you can't even see what this stuff is. My all-time favorite. Color Stay. Revlon Color Stay. Crayon eyeliner.
Baobab in the heart of the dry tropical forest watches helpless and alone as the forests are cleared and the network of
They're doing the little turquoise in it.
disappears. The tree's own fruit carries the memory of vanished fauna. Just a few centuries ago, elephant birds, giant lemurs, and giant tortoises fed on it, breaking the hard shells and dispersing the seeds during their journeys.
Okay, there's still more, it's okay.
This was vital for the tree's survival. Now, climate change and human influence have cast their shadows. These giant animals have gone extinct. A natural spectacle has come to an abrupt end. Cheetah picansa still offers its fruit, but finds no takers who can eat it, then help the tree to disperse its seeds. In the shade of old trees, young shoots cannot thrive.
This is the mascara that's never done me wrong. This has never made me cry.
High above the ground, more than 10 meters up, the fruit defies gravity for months. When it does fall, however, the hard shell doesn't always break open. Then, protected by the shell, the seeds remain where they are.
I think that primer even like
When the fruit shells finally break, they become
made
a
him look
meal for
shorter or
bears,
something. I
small
don't know.
rodents, and insects. But at today's feast, no guest, no matter how hungry, can help the baobab with seed dispersal.
I don't have lashes, but I probably should. Okay. Okay.
Yet,
That's cute.
even
That's cute. I
without
think I am gonna need a
extraordinary
bra with
efforts,
this though,
the
because
baobab clings to its existence.
you know, that's just what happens when you're a curvy girl.
Knows how important seed dispersing
It'll
animals
fit in the
are
waist,
to
and then it's
forest.
too small on top.
The primatologist
Ow.
specializes in the
That was just me
relationships
blind
between
stabbing
plant
myself.
and animal life.
When I see a lemur in a tree, I see myself in the mirror.
Good thing this isn't like a video interview to be like a makeup artist or something. 'Cause I don't think I'd be getting the
One
job.
day, the forest might disappear. And when it disappears, the lemurs will disappear too. And then perhaps I will as well. There are 112 species of lemur in Madagascar. The animal is our national symbol.
Okay, we're gonna try to do these brows
Lemurs are
blind.
gardeners of the Malagasy forest.
Luckily, I'm nearsighted, which means I can only see close up.
They prefer fruit, but also complement their diet with
So if I was
leaves,
farsighted, this would be
seeds, or
impossible.
fungi. They help spread the forest. So there's a mutual dependence between the forest and the lemurs.
Win-win situations, we like those. How's
Lemurs
that?
are very
A little good?
mobile and can roam for
Ah!
kilometers. While they're on the move, they digest the seeds, excrete them, and distribute them. For an animal to be considered a disperser, it must move seeds more than 100 meters away from the mother plant. This prevents
Can you tell the
competition
difference?
between the mother plant and young shoots.
I hope so.
You can tell right away when an animal is about to defecate. We try to collect the feces as quickly as possible so that it doesn't get contaminated by bacteria on the ground.
Oh.
So we collect it immediately. For researchers, this feces is worth its weight in gold.
They're talking about lemur poop.
6 seeds.
I don't think that was very good.
There's a clear connection between the size of the fruit and the size of the animal. An animal with a large esophagus can swallow larger pieces with seeds. And there's also a correlation between chewing strength and the hardness of the fruit. Take the baobab. Animals with weak chewing power cannot break the shell of the baobab fruit.
I used to speak French when I was a baby.
Because they've lost their seed dispersers.
My grandmother spoke
They are in
French.
real danger. Most baobabs are found near fields and villages. No one spreads the baobab seeds anymore. Yet, some believe that livestock and
I want some
humans
baobab
could help
seeds.
spread baobabs.
Baobab.
Plants are heavily dependent on assistance from the animal world to spread. While the solitary baobab waits for the new dispersers to come, it finds a silent but loyal
Okay, let's see if I can get my eyes back in. Because I don't think I can do this eyeliner without contacts in.
The wide spreading shadow moves around the tree with the sun, like a dance. In this cooling shade, living creatures seek refuge from the heat. Shade-loving grasses and shrubs absorb nutrients from the decomposition of baobab leaves too. The tree shapes the landscape and influences the fate of the plants that grow at its base. And so human beings have begun to try to take the place of the vanished seed dispersers and revive
Okay, we got one back
networks
in.
of mutual dependencies. Hamill Harrison is one of them. In his nurseries, he wants to sow the seeds of a new, hopeful future.
To save the forest, you have to teach children to protect it. From primary school onward, you have to stamp the bag down several times to fill it properly. The dry forest motto is, you go faster alone, you go further together. Why do we soak baobab seeds in water?
So they become moist and soft.
That's right.
Moist and soft. Nope, I think that one's ruined. It's ruined. Oh, that mascara was like the worst decision of my day.
We're starting to dig now. 1 meter deep, every 1.5 meters.
Well, I can see halfway.
After you've dug, you have to plant the tree immediately.
Should I just be blind in one eye? No, I need to see if I'm gonna sing.
More and more
need to get new
people understand
contacts.
that we need to protect the forest and the environment, but they also need to eat every day. They're forced to destroy the forest with
If you're new
slashes
here,
and
I was
tactics
assaulted
to
by
make the soil fertile
this
and
mascara
cultivate it.
from Honest Beauty. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. It was the worst decision of my day. Hopefully. Need a brand new contact now. Ruined my contact. Burnt my eye. We're able to salvage the makeup somewhat. So far.
Everyone has to realize that preserving dry forests brings much more in the long run than destroying them.
I have eyes again, guys. I have eyes again.
Touching this baobab makes me happy. It's like touching future generations.
Just gonna brighten that up with blush.
When
It's a
you're
little
done,
crooked
come
now.
here.
Oh
What do you have to do?
no! I broke it.
Plant, preserve, and protect.
That's right.
It's okay, we got a
Your
new one.
parents do the same thing. They bring you into the world, raise you, and protect you. Understand?
Yes.
What I wish for Madagascar? For us to create like nature and not destroy like humans.
Wow. The show must go on, guys. The show must go on. Okay, so one of these eyeliners. Super cute. Do I look like a rock star yet? Looks like all kinds of messed up. No. Oh well, I guess we're gonna go Cleopatra with it. Oh my gosh, I'm fired today. Jeez Louise. Okay. On today's live, we're gonna watch me mess up my makeup. Gosh, it looks like I did it blind. Definitely. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. And probably add some more color. Add some more. Let's see.
Richard is going to be our guide as we visit the Buccaneer Islands, a region that is as inaccessible as it is hostile. In this harsh environment, there are men at work gathering pearl oysters.
Looking a little more rock star, I guess.
Live on the edge of the Simpson Desert. Living conditions may be hard, but Dave has given his children the biggest sandbox in the world. Further north in Arnhem Land, on the land of their ancestors, Simon, Russell, and Appa lived their lives according to the Aboriginal traditions. A life with no constraints except those imposed by nature.
Respect the land, still survive, to come back safely.
The Buccaneer Archipelago is made up of countless islands and islets stretched out over 1,000 kilometers. They are practically uninhabited. There are the rare navigators that pass through, but apart from them, the only
Happy little accident. Happy little accident.
This is the Grumman Mallard. These are our transport vehicles for around this wilderness area. We're in a place where there is no access. We are
Smoker. Okay, that worked out. So
without these transporters, we can't achieve our wonderful productivity. It's essential for us.
this is a lip plumper.
He came to Western Australia a good 20 years ago. He started out as a
Ooh.
on a pearling hugger, a physically demanding job that he did for more than 10 years.
I wish I had lashes, but that's just like one more thing I could mess up right now.
If you take the time to stop and relax and listen to it. Every time you come here in different light or different weather or different time of year, there's always something different. Something different that catches you. Catches your eye, catches your imagination.
I'm sorry, Maneater waterproof mascara from Tarte. I never should have tried someone else.
So many other places in the world are so uninhabited and untouched. We're very lucky. We'll make it back for breakfast.
Richard could never bring himself to leave.
I think that went on pretty because of that.
Now he manages all the pearl farms.
Femme la 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 la. What's it called? Femme bliss.
The story of these pearl
I'm gonna put a little bit more of that on the insides after we're done with this black.
The divers first have to gather the wild oysters that will allow them to cultivate pearls. Tony Cook is getting ready for another dive. 20 meters down, the water is 19 degrees Celsius. The visibility is mediocre, but no matter, Tony has to dive.
Our fishing season starts around April and runs up to 2.5 to 3 months. We take a team of divers up to 48. That's why we take down the coast on up to half dozen different motherships. We take the divers, we call them drift divers. Drift diving, we take them along the bottom where their sole purpose of being down there is picking up the shell, the wild shell. And during the day, the divers spend up to 8 hours a day underwater. Gives our device tables to ensure that no decompression illness.
Today we've got the Moldavite on.
Not only do the divers have to find the oysters, but they also have to get
I need some really good like white gold hoop earrings with some like diamonds in it or something. So, you know, if you want to send me some, it can be Christmas any time of year. Gifts is one of my love languages.
There's some really good fish out here. We have had attacks in the past. Probably, as I remember in my time, we probably had about half a dozen attacks. And a fatality in 93. A mate of mine that got taken 34 of his, about less than a metre. And his dive buddy came up complaining of no air. Surface and the hose had been half. So he pulled the hose off and nothing in. About a week later, we found his body in a shark-fin claw.
We found his body.
It's so nice back here, especially in dirty water when you're working visibility. Never quite too much of work for so long.
No, I think I have some more downstairs. And this one's like nice and thick, so it really did save the day here.
Once the wild oysters have been gathered, they're brought on board the impressive boat lab equipped with a sort of operating room. About 50 people live and work on board. 25 of them highly trained surgeons.
Like this one is so good that when I started to run out, like I had to get more. Like I didn't even wait to run out. I was like, oh no, I can't run out of this. I love it. It's got this weird like applicator stuff. It's like a spatula.
Brilliant nacre with a satin sheen. To produce pearls, they first have to gather wild oysters.
Okay, I think it worked out good
Top secret operation that takes
for,
place
you know,
behind this partition.
the look we're going for. I just need a bra now.
Wide open, partially turned to metal. A small pellet of special limestone.
Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done. What do you think, guys?
2 years.
We got like the leather pants happening. I don't want you to see that side of the room because it's messy. Okay, yeah, but we got like this whole double boob thing happening.
Natural habitat. Only now they're held in baskets so they don't drift off.
Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.
For the first few months after
Okay, I'm gonna find a bra though. Hold on.
are closely monitored,
I had one on earlier.
Tony and the other
I
divers
thought it was too much, but
rely on their precious oysters.
We started as being underwater labourer. The work itself is strenuous. It's like pushing a wheelbarrow around the water. You imagine that you're in 20 metres of water most of the time, which is 3 atmospheres of pressure. So you've got those extra pressures on your body while you're working, lifting and carrying things unnatural ways. So you do all that quite quick.
It's better. It's a little Christmassy. Yeah, I can see a little Christmas through there.
Like a nurse at a patient's bedside, Tony has to make sure that
I think that does look better.
What
What do you think? Like Christmas Rockstar. So this actually came with a jacket, but oops, I don't know if I'm feeling the jacket with it. But I kind of want to wear something. It's like winter in Indiana. I want to flex my back tomorrow. I want to flex my back tomorrow. So what do you think? This one.
one has to be in excellent physical shape to be able to operate in such conditions. For Tony, the love of adventure, the rush of adrenaline, are his life's blood.
Ooh. Ooh la la. It's a little much.
No, you're not.
This reminded me of Michael Jackson. Should I wear like one glove with it?
But he has to be careful. One bite of this snake could be deadly. Luckily, Tony's wetsuit is thick enough to protect him from the lethal fangs.
What do you think?
Passion for diving and being on the ocean. Really cannot just say surfing and fishing and jumping on one of the pearl boats to start with.
Very cute, very cute. How's the back look? Back of the hair? Looking good? Okay. You're gonna run late. Run fashionably late. Spin. That's an X on the back, which means not for you. Okay, guys. Well, I'll be doing some other like live videos or something when we're singing tonight, and hopefully we had a good time. See you later. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications if you had fun getting ready with me and you want to get ready with me again.